Alright, you guys, welcome back to another video. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about skills. So, during CitizenCon, Chris Roberts and Richard Tyler came on and talked a little bit about a new system they want to introduce, which is skills. Now, a lot of people in the community voiced a little bit of concern about this, and I kind of want to talk about that a little bit in today's video. Traditionally, skill trees are very gamified. There's no better way of putting it. But I feel like Star Citizen's skill system is going to be a little bit different. So, right off the bat, I want to kind of clarify the differences and talk about why I think it will be important. So, in this skill system that they want to add, it's comprised of two factors: physical attributes and techniques. The physical attributes are your strength, your agility, your endurance, and your fitness. Your strength will enable you to carry more. Your agility will make you faster. Your endurance will give you the ability to handle more Gs and more resistant to blackouts. And your fitness will give you more stamina, so you can run faster for longer or swim for a longer time. Now, all of these attributes can be combined. So your agility will make you faster, but your fitness will make you faster for longer. So that type of thing where they are kind of connected. Okay, and then the next part is techniques, and these techniques will be player animations. So things like takedown and traversal. Okay, so basically you will start off and you will have a player emote or player animation that is very rudimentary and basic, and the more you do that animation or you do that action, the better at it you will get, and you will unlock better and better animations. So the first time you do a takedown, it might take a while, it might be very sloppy. The 20th time you do a takedown, it will be very easy. Maybe your player character will snap the NPC's neck, and it will be the higher end of that takedown. Okay, and so you will develop these skills naturally just by playing the game. So by performing the associated action, you will get better at that thing. So if you do a lot of running around in the game, that will help towards your fitness. Okay, so by doing the actual thing that you want to get better at is how you will progress through these skills. So in regular games, in games we know about, a skill tree is a little bit different. You will have a weapon, for instance, like a bow and arrow, and then you will have different categories under that weapon that you want to progress through. So let's say you want to shoot arrows faster. You will have a level where you will be able to shoot arrows faster, where you'll load arrows faster. You'll have a different level where maybe you'll shoot 2 arrows at a time or 3 arrows at a time. But the problem comes in conventional games is where how they progress through that skill system. And in conventional games, you progress by going to an NPC and saving their cat, or collecting 10 pieces of wood. The associated action to the skill that you want to progress through is not sometimes it's not even similar to the actual skill that you want to progress through. So it, to a lot of people, skill trees come off as a very gamified mechanic that doesn't feel organic or doesn't feel natural. But I feel like the way they're talking about implementing it is gonna be more organic and more natural. Okay, it's not gonna be a system where you have to go meet an NPC and save their cat, and then all of a sudden you'll be stronger. If people are thinking it's gonna be like that, I don't think it's gonna be like that. Okay, so because it's a mechanic where you actually have to go out and do the thing, and doing the thing more makes you better at it. To me, I feel like you'll feel very rewarding, because if you are doing something like running around on a planet everywhere, and all of a sudden you're faster and you can do that more, it's just going to feel natural, and it's going to feel like something that makes sense to you. Okay, now the way they talk about it is that the next part, the techniques, they're gonna be things that you can't do, or things that if you can do it in person, you won't be able to do it in game. So if you're, for instance, if you're a bodybuilder in real life, you can't be a bodybuilder in game, because everyone's the same. But with a skill system, if you're a bodybuilder in real life, you can be strong in game. You can get stronger in game. I don't know what the level of gameplay is going to be with these skills, but I'm assuming that you will be able to go to the gym and exercise to stay in shape and get stronger and increase your agility and your endurance and your fitness and stuff. But the techniques are really things like, they even talked about in the show, the things like they want to add martial arts, knife fighting, and boxing. So you will be able to actually develop your melee fighting styles. And melee fighting is something that isn't really as fleshed out in Star Citizen. Yes, we have boxing. Yes, we have takedowns and stuff like that. But it's all very basic right now. So this skill system is designed to build that out. Okay, so in my opinion, those are the major differences. Now, how it will affect the game is, in my opinion, going to be positive. And again, this is just my opinion, but I think with this system, it's something that will help give value to Death of a Spaceman. Because right now, if you die, it doesn't really matter. And in the future, when Death of a Spaceman is released, it will matter, but in my opinion, still not that much. Because you'll be able to retain all of your account items, and even some of your in-game items. You'll be able to will them to your new character. So you'll be able to make a will and give all of your stuff to your new character. And then your new character will have 50% of your reputation. I believe it's 50%. And because they're apparently related to you. And so your new character will be your old character's next of kin. So your new character will receive all of your stuff and have half of your reputation. So to me, it could be a plus. It could actually be an advantage to dying in game, because you'll kind of get a sort of fresh start, but you'll be able to keep all of your stuff and half of your reputation. But with the skill system, it means that now this new character won't have any of the skills that you had before. So if you were good at martial arts, if you were good at boxing, if you were good at knife fights, this new character won't have any of those abilities. And this new character won't be faster, they won't be stronger, they will just be a base person. And you will have to build all of those things back up. So to me, this brings value to playing a specific player character. Alright, so my camera cut off for a little bit there, so we're back now. But anyway, what I was basically saying is that I think it will be a big part on your connection with your player character, to be able to make choosing a specific player character matter. Because right now you can configure your character to look like you, but that's really only for roleplay reasons. If you have the ability to develop skills for your player character, it's going to matter more to you. Okay. So then the last point I kind of wanted to make was that I feel like it will help keep people coming back to the game. Because what I said in my other videos is that all the mechanics in the game need to matter, and CIG has to make gameplay matter to kind of respect players' time, because there are a lot of time sinks in the game, but there needs to be an equal amount of time sinks in the game to progression and benefits to playing. And right now a lot of people play the game because it's fun and it's beautiful and it's immersive, but eventually they're gonna need more of a tangible reason to play, something that they get from it where they didn't get when they started. So basically you start from nothing and you've put all this hard work and effort into the game and you get something else. And right now that doesn't really exist, because you can buy your dream ship and making money is very easy and there's not that much stuff to buy. So progression is really just very limited. So by having a skill system, in my opinion, again, this is just my opinion, it will keep people into the game. It will hopefully, again, it will hopefully get people to look at the game not from just a technical standpoint, but from a I've achieved this kind of standpoint. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of just my first impressions of the technology. Again, this is just, it's very early. We have absolutely no gameplay about this system. We just know what Chris Roberts has talked about so far, and that's basically all I'm going off of here. But I think it's not a bad thing. I think there is an argument for having a skill system in Star Citizen, and I think the skill system that they put in the game, I don't think it's going to be like traditional games or old school games. I think it's going to be a skill system that makes sense for this game, and in that context I think it could be a good thing. Hey, and if you guys like that video, hit like. If you want to see more videos like it, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Salute.